Breathe in, and now, let it all go. Come here, just for this moment. Leave the story at the door, the complicated narrative of who you think you are, the list of things you must do, the heavy memory of who you think you were, the person you are trying so hard to become. Lay it all down, gently, just for this breath. Just arrive. How heavy does it feel? This life you are carrying, this role you are playing with such intensity, such seriousness, the name you answer to, the face in the mirror you defend, the history you rehearse, the future you are so desperately trying to control. Feel it in your body. Feel the tightness in your shoulders, the subtle clench in your jaw, the shallow breath. That is the feeling of me. That is the feeling of taking it all so personally. We walk through the world wrapped in this armor, believing the armor is who we are. We are actors, so lost in the play that we have forgotten we are the actor, not the part. We have mistaken the costume for the soul. We believe the drama is the reality, the argument we had this morning, the deadline we must meet, the worry that circles the mind like a vulture, the hope that we cling to like a life raft. We are so identified with the struggle. We think the struggle is the journey. We take it all so seriously. This seriousness, it is the sound of the ego clinging tightly. It is the tension of me, my, and mine. And it is the fear of letting go, the deep primal fear of what we might find if we just stopped. If we stopped managing, stopped planning, stopped defending, who would be left? But what if? Just consider. What if this seriousness is the only thing that is truly unreal? What if the density you feel is just a cloud passing through an infinite sky? What if the universe is not a trial to be endured, but a magnificent cosmic dance? And you are the dance itself. There are moments in our lives when it feels as if everything is breaking us apart. When loss or failure or confusion shatters the structures we built so carefully. We feel broken. But perhaps life is not breaking us apart. Perhaps it is only breaking us open. Perhaps it is simply liberating us, forcefully and compassionately, from everything we are not. It is shattering the shell, so the light inside can finally emerge. Who are you right now, in this breath, before the next thought arrives? Before the mind rushes in to label this experience, who is the one observing these words? Who is the one listening? There is a place within you, right now. A vast, silent, peaceful place. It is watching this whole show. It is watching the seriousness. It is watching the thoughts spin. It is feeling the feelings rise and fall. It is the silent witness, the loving awareness. This place is perfectly still. It is untouched. It is pure. It is the space in which the storm of your life is happening. The storm is not you. You are the sky. The sky does not take the clouds seriously. It does not grab onto the dark, heavy clouds and say, "This is me, this is my identity forever." It does not cling to the white, fluffy, beautiful clouds and say, "This is what I must be, I must never lose this." No, the sky simply allows them all to pass. It holds them all in a vast, loving, unconditional embrace. It gives them permission to be and permission to go. This journey is not about becoming something new. It is not about self-improvement. It is not about fixing yourself. You are not broken. You have never been broken. This journey is about unbecoming. It is about letting go of the armor, piece by piece. It is about remembering the vast, peaceful sky that you already are, that you have always been. The weight you feel is the weight of an identity that was never, ever yours. It was just a costume you put on, a role you learned to play. You are not the story, you are not the mind, you are not the drama, you are the consciousness that is observing the story. You are the love that is holding the one who is hurting. This is the great cosmic joke, the thing you have been searching for in every relationship, in every achievement, in every spiritual practice, is the one thing you could never lose. It is the searcher. It is the awareness reading these words. It is you. Here. Now. Comment. Presence. If you feel you are ready to remember who you truly are. Block 2. The illusion of the ego. So who is this me? This constant voice in the head, the narrator, the judge, the one that wakes up in the morning and says, I didn't sleep well. The one that looks in the mirror and says, I look old. The one that says, I like this and I don't like that. The one that catalogues, judges, fears, plans and rehearses tragedies that never happen. We call it the ego. We call it I, and we spend our entire lives polishing this I, defending it, feeding it, trying to make it safe, trying to make it right. And this I takes everything personally. That is its entire function. That is why it is so profoundly serious. It believes it is the center of the universe. It must be. Its survival depends on it. The ego is a wonderful servant. It helps you drive your car and pay your taxes. But it is a terrible master. It is the part of us that believes, deeply, unshakably, that it is separate from you, separate from others, separate from the trees, separate from God. It is a small, walled-in kingdom, and it is terrified of the vastness outside. It exists only in comparison. I am taller than him. I am not as smart as her. I have more than they do. I need that thing to be happy, to be complete. If this happens, I will be ruined. It is a bundle of thoughts and memories stitched together by the glue of fear. Its fundamental state is anxiety. It lives exclusively in the past, which it uses to define itself, or in the future, which it tries desperately to control. The ego is the one who is managing your life. It is the worrier, the controller, the strategist, and it is utterly, deeply exhausted. The ego tries to control the world because it fears disappearing. Its greatest fear is this very moment. The simple, unadorned, present moment. Why? Because in the true, deep now, the ego dissolves. In pure presence, there is no past for it to cling to. There is no future for it to project. There is no story. There is only this. The sensation of the air on your skin, the sound of this voice, the feeling of being. And this is vast. It is spacious. It is boundless. It has no center. The ego cannot find a foothold here. It panics. The ego is a fortress we built as a child to protect a treasure that was never ever in danger, and now we have become prisoners of our own fortress. We are peering at the world through a tiny slit in the wall, believing that slit is the whole sky. But here is the secret, the profound secret of this path. We do not fight the ego. That is just the ego fighting itself. That is just more seriousness, more drama, more war. We do not try to destroy it. That is just more violence. We do not judge it for being unevolved or unspiritual. That is just the ego judging itself in a very clever disguise. Instead, we see it, we watch it, we observe it with compassion. We treat it like a frightened child, clinging to our leg, screaming for attention, terrified of the dark. We see it, we smile, a soft, loving smile, and we turn to it and we say, I see you, I know you're scared, I know you're just trying to protect us. Thank you for your service, but I am here now. The love is here. You can relax. You can rest. When we observe the ego with this loving awareness without judgment, a space opens up. The tight, white-knuckled grip begins to loosen. The seriousness begins to melt. The armor begins to fall away. The ego is not an enemy. It is a passing weather pattern. It is a role we are playing. It is a habit. What happens when the control disappears? What is left when the story of me takes a rest? You find the vast, quiet, loving awareness that was always containing it. You realize you are not the voice in your head. You are the one listening to it. You are the loving space in which that voice is allowed to be. And in that awareness, there is a profound peace. There is an unshakable freedom. There is a sweet, light-hearted sense that it's all okay. It's just a play, a magnificent cosmic play, and you are here to watch it and to love it. Taku, Block 3, The Journey of Surrender. For so long we have been swimming upstream. We call it trying, we call it effort, we call it making things happen or managing our lives. We have been taught that this is noble, that this is strength, but we are so tired. Our arms ache, our hearts are heavy. This is the root of our seriousness. It is the tension of resistance. We are resisting what is. We carry in our minds a perfect, rigid idea of how life should be, how we should be, how our partner should be, how the world should be. And we are in a constant, grinding, invisible war with the way things actually are. We are arguing with reality. And reality always wins. It is the most exhausting battle you will ever fight, and you will never win it. Surrender. This word frightens the ego more than any other. The ego thinks surrender is defeat. It thinks it is passivity. It thinks it means giving up, letting the world run over you, becoming a doormat. But that is not it at all. That is the ego's definition. True surrender is the highest wisdom. It is the highest courage. It is the quiet, profound realization that the river is flowing to the ocean and it knows the way. You do not need to manage the river. You do not need to push the water. Surrender is dropping the oars. It is ending the war. It is trusting the water. It is turning over in the middle of the river of your life and floating. What are we surrendering? We are not surrendering our action. We are surrendering our attachment to the outcome. We are surrendering the frantic need to control the entire universe. We are surrendering the belief that we, this small, separate I, actually know what is best. We are surrendering our story in favor of what is. Surrender is allowing this moment to be exactly as it is, without your label of good or bad. Can you just be with the sensation of this moment? Can you be with the uncertainty without needing an immediate answer? Can you be with the joy without clinging to it and fearing its departure? Can you be with the pain, the grief, the fear, without desperately pushing it away or trying to fix it? This is the practice. This is the whole path. You are just with it. You are the space for it. You are the loving witness to the unfolding of your own life. The mind will scream. It will rebel. It will say, if I let go, who will pay the bills? Who will protect me? Everything will fall apart. This is irresponsible. The mind believes it is the one in charge. It believes it is the lonely God holding the whole world together with its worry. But the heart knows that the same intelligence that spins the galaxies and grows the tree from a tiny seed and turns the tides is also breathing you. Right now, it is beating your heart. You are not separate from that. You are an expression of that same perfect unfolding intelligence. You let go of the idea of how things should be. That is all. You stop arguing with what is. And in that release, in that unconditional yes to this moment, you find an incredible peace. You find a profound strength. You are no longer a small, separate self fighting against the world. You are the world. You are the flow. And from that place of flow, right action happens all by itself. It is effortless. It is graceful. It is not serious. It is a dance. You do what is needed, not from anxiety, but from a place of clear, present, loving awareness. If this message resonated with what is most true in you, subscribe and walk with us on this journey of consciousness. Block 4. Love as original nature. When we let go, when the mind becomes quiet, when the tight grip of the ego loosens, when we surrender to the flow. What is the quality of the space that remains? What is the texture of the silence? What is the feeling tone of the awareness that is simply here? We call it love. But this is not the love of a pop song. It is not the love of romantic stories. It is not the love of attachment, of I need you to make me happy. It is not I will love you if you. That is the ego's love. That is a transaction. That is a contract. It is based on need and fear. This love, this is the love that Ram Dass spoke of. It is not something you fall into. It is not something you get from another person. It is not an emotion that comes and goes like a cloud. It is what you are. It is the very fabric of your being. It is the fundamental energy of the universe. It is the ground of all being. Love is the recognition of unity. It is the direct, unfiltered experience of the boundary dissolving, the boundary between you and me, between you and the tree, between you and the person who cuts you off in traffic, between you and God. It all melts. There is only one of us here. Is love something you feel, or is it what you are? When the ego's fear and separation are not running the show, all that is left is this loving awareness. It is your original nature. It is the home you have been homesick for. Everything in the world is a mirror, reflecting this love back to you. Especially the things you find most difficult, the person who angers you, they are a mirror. They are a perfect, divine messenger. They are showing you a part of yourself that is not at peace, a part of you that is still contracted in fear. They are love, in a very distressing disguise, asking for your awareness, asking for your own love. The tree, the sky, the challenge you are facing, the illness, the loss, it is all a mirror. It is all the universe saying, are you here? Can you love this too? Can you find the unity even here? When you look with the eyes of the ego, you see separation. You see other. You see threats and opportunities. You see a world of nouns. When you look with the heart, there is no more I and other. There is only love, recognizing itself in different forms. There is only the one, dancing in a trillion costumes. The seriousness we carry is a symptom of a lack of this love. It is the primary symptom of the illusion of separation. When you are rooted in this loving awareness, how can you take the drama of your small self so seriously? It's impossible. You see it as a play, a compelling one, a moving one, but a play. You become compassionate. You see the fear in others, and you recognize it as your own fear. You see the anger in others, and you see the pain beneath it. And you know that pain. You no longer take it personally. How can you? It's not about you. It's about their own separation, their own pain. You are no longer a victim of the world. You have become the heart for the world. This love is not sentimental. It is not weak, it is fierce, it is clear, it is awake, it is the ground on which you stand. From this place you act, you live, you speak, but you act not from a place of reaction, but from a place of deep, unified being. You are no longer trying to get love from the world. You are being love in the world. And that changes everything. Atishu Masirm. Block 5, the silence and the awakening. And so we come to this place, the place beneath the noise, the place behind the curtain, the place before the next thought. Shh! Listen, not just to the sounds in the room, not even to the sound of my voice. Listen to the space that holds the sounds. Listen to the silence from which the sounds are born and to which they return. Silence. This is the great mystery. This is the great teacher. Silence is not the absence of sound. It is the absence of you, the small, striving, serious you. It is the presence of the real you, the vast, aware and loving you. Silence is the space in which everything happens. It is the canvas, the thoughts, the feelings, the sounds, the seriousness, the drama of your life, the joy, the pain, the confusion, the clarity. They are just paint appearing on the canvas. The colors can be brilliant, they can be dark, they can be chaotic. But you are not the paint, you are not the colors, you are the canvas, vast, untouched and eternal. The paint never, ever stains the canvas. The experiences of your life never stain the purity of your awareness. This silence, this is your home. It is the home you have been searching for your entire life, in every external thing. It is the peace that passes all understanding. It is the the hearth, from which you never, ever left. You have just been distracted. Distracted by the fascinating, terrifying, beautiful, and profoundly serious play of your own mind. Lost in the movie. Who are you when the thinking stops? Who are you when the story of your life pauses, just for 1 second? Who is it that is aware of the silence? Be here, just for this moment. Be here, feel the aliveness in your hands. Can you feel the subtle energy buzzing? Feel the breath moving in your body, a perfect rhythm all by itself. This is the miracle. Not the grand spiritual experience on a mountaintop. This, just this. The sacredness of the ordinary, simple now. In this silence, the seriousness of the world loses its grip. It is seen for what it is, a dream, a vivid, powerful and compelling dream, but a dream nonetheless. The silence is the waking up. It is not a future event. It is not a goal to be achieved. It is the quiet, gentle recognition of this present moment awareness. This is the awakening. It is just this. There is nowhere to go. There is nothing to achieve. There is nothing to fix. There is nothing you need to become. You are already whole. You are already free. You are already that which you have been seeking. You are already here. Block 6. The return to the now. We breathe in and we breathe out. The journey is not about escaping the world. It is not about living in a cave, in silence forever. The journey is about returning to the world. Returning to the marketplace, to your family, to your work, to your life, but with a new awareness, with the silence, with the love, carried in your heart, not as a concept, but as the very ground of your being. The seriousness will return. Of course it will. The world will make its demands. The ego will rise up and say, this is important, this is a disaster, you must worry, you must be serious. It is a very old habit. It is a very deep groove. And when it happens, you will smile. A small, secret, loving smile. You will see it. You will not judge it. You will not fight it. You will feel the familiar tension in your body, and you will meet it with your breath. And you will remember. You will remember the sky. You will remember the ocean. You will remember the canvas. You will say, the play is starting again. How fascinating. Look at me being serious. This seeing, this loving recognition, is freedom itself. You have found the cosmic giggle. There is nothing you need to become. There is only remembering what you already are. You are not the story. You are the consciousness that observes the story. You are not the wave, terrified of the shore. You are the ocean. You are not just in the universe. You are the universe, experiencing itself as a human for a little while. So, walk, eat, work, love, play your part in the human drama. Play it fully, play it with passion, but be here, be present, see the play of life for what it is. A magnificent, unfolding, divine mystery. Play your part fully, but do not be lost in it. Laugh. Laugh at the seriousness of it all. Laugh with deep compassion at the beautiful absurdity of this ego you have. Cry when it is time to cry. Feel it all. Be fully human, but know deep within the stillness that holds it all, the love that embraces it all. This is freedom. This is peace. This is why you don't have to take it all so seriously, because the real you is not in danger. The real you cannot be born and cannot die. The real you is consciousness. The real you is love. The real you is here. Now, this moment is a gift. This breath is a gift. You are a gift. The path is not in a book. It is not in a teaching. The path is simply this. Be here now. Subscribe, activate the bell, and continue with us. Each encounter is a reminder that the now is all that exists.